something else came up. Something else that made me kind of get a chuckle. Clownfish TV reported on I think it was like one of these editorial things that some rando sent onto a website. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll link it in the description for the Clownfish video. But that Disney hasn't even made back their money. In fact, they haven't even made back 50% of the money they paid for LucasFilm. Oh, shit. Fuck. Disney, dumb sons of... And the investors still give their money to frickin' Iger and Lucasfilm. I know he doesn't run specifically Lucasfilm, but Lucasfilm and all the issues there are his fault. He's the damn CEO of the entire company. He's the freaking laziest, good for nothing, pathetic, narrow-minded jackass I have ever heard of. And I've heard, and this is I've heard from Moonves. I heard the guy, his boss, the guy was that split Star Trek. And now there's this, and now they're possibly re-releasing frickin' Star Wars 9 at the end of this month, a month and a half after they released it originally. God damn it, Disney. You are such a bunch of fucking losers. You are so pathetic. If you hadn't let Iger goddamn just spend money to the investors, this is to you idiot investors, the big money guys specifically, not all of you, but the big money guys. This is your fucking fault for being so goddamn retardedly dumb that you just gave Iger basically a blank check, said, here's what we need. We need you to freaking do whatever you want. So, because Lucas threw a hissy fit that he wanted his Lucasfilm to be worth more than Marvel, despite the fact that it wasn't. No, we'll give him the $4 billion. After this thing I just heard about, it was a $2.2 billion, and that's not even inflation. Now, that price point's probably a lot higher with inflation, but when they bought this thing, they were losing $2.2 billion on a $4 billion investment. Think about that. Now, I did a video a while ago, months ago, about how their movies didn't freaking make them money. It didn't make them money. It didn't. You do the whole double the budget. I figured the movies were like a $300 million investment. That wasn't worth it. Add into the fact that they put together that because Bobby-Boy Iger knows what the fuck he's doing. Bobby-Boy Iger freaking went, oh, we want that. Star Wars Park, and we want it to be all freaking all new, the new trilogy. And that flopped. It flopped. It flopped. It flopped so bad that their CFO had to cut their budget for that, had to cut things out. They had to lay people off because, of course they do, because that's how you keep the Wall Street assholes happy. So yeah, you got all this shit. It's a freaking shitstorm. And you know what? This movie was never going to make less than $1 billion. I'm sorry. They won't let it. There hasn't been talks about, you haven't heard it, talks about, which this is going to bring up my next point about this whole mess. So you don't hear talks about empty seats. You know why? Because no one cares. No one cares. Let me talk about Star Trek. Go back to Star Trek. They have a new TV series on their stream, going to be on CBS All Access. Okay, called it's Picard, Star Trek Picard. You might have heard of it, and if not, I'm not surprised. Star Trek Discovery's got a third season coming back. You might have heard of that. If you haven't, I'm not surprised, because no one cares. No one's talking about it on social media. Midnight's Edge is one of the things I keep in track of. Aren't even talking about. They've in fact said we're not going to do any more. That they're not going to do any more videos because there's no point. No one cares. No one cares about Star Trek. So Bad Robot and its subsidiary, Hidden the Hideout, have basically chased off all the old fans because they don't need it. We don't need it, fans. And what do you have left? Yeah, what do you have left? A bunch of hack writers. So no one's talking about Star Trek. So, and this is completely my own theory here. So what I'm thinking is going on with all these fucking leaks, with Disney allowing Boyega and everyone else to just talk shit on episode 9, and this whole fucking release the Dragon Cat horse shit. Which, it's like, you know what, fuck you. Fuck you, Disney. No, so all that. What I think is this is less about Disney trying to save Lucasfilm and the IP, and more them not wanting to. Someone knows they fucked up. Okay, they fucked up royally. They fucked up. So, and someone is probably saying, "Look, someone's looking at what's going on over in Star Trek. Someone's over there looking at that, and they're like, oh shit, this is how bad we've done this. This is how bad this done is, because now we're in danger of completely making Star Wars into Star Trek where nobody is talking about it." So now I could be 100% wrong, and this is just a theory. So a theory from one guy, all right? So I'm sure others have thought about this, but I'm putting it out there that this is just Disney putting out as much leak after leak after leak after leak and leak and leak and leak and leak. They're putting out all these leaks because there's so many of them. They're putting all this leaking stuff out. I mean, they're making themselves look stupid and all this stuff just to keep Star Trek Wars from becoming as mundane as fucking Star Trek. to keep it from to the point where people are still talking about Star Wars. Because now we've gotten to the point where all these Disney leaks have become basically the monster of the week type of deal, except it's a daily freaking thing. So, but yeah, this idea hit me, and I'm like, there's no reason for it. There's no reason. There's no way Disney is this freaking incompetent, or they shouldn't be. There's no reason for them to be this incompetent. I could totally see, like, Kennedy being this incompetent because, number one, I guarantee you she's gone into a vindictive bitch mode. And good riddance. She knows she's out the door. They're not even, from everything, they're not even taking her input on her, on The Mandalorian. So, it just astounds me. So that's my theory on this. Number one, this whole Star Wars 9 the whole Star Wars thing has been a total disaster. But this is what you get when you freaking buy something like that. Printed money. You allow a guy who already messed up one franchise because he wanted to be known as the guy who created it. You have an incompetent Starbucks barista freaking running things. She doesn't know. She's just a freaking she's a glorified Starbucks barista with a goddamn agenda. This is what happens when you keep bringing back a CEO for 15 damn years. And honestly, I don't know I really not sure how he was before they brought him back for the Fox, because the only reason he was back, Iger was brought back, was for the damn Fox deal. In all honesty, the Fox deal was done. Asshole should have been like, okay, I'm done. And it feels like ever since that, he has just been like wanting to make them regret bringing him back ever since. He's wasted how much money? He overpaid for Fox because it turned into a dick waving contest. And so Disney, how you like it? How you like it? You got Star Wars is damaged. Star Wars is damaged. The only way you can freaking get that is if you freaking actually grow a set of balls and get too late for that. You should have gotten rid of her after Last Jedi. You should have had Iger only there for maybe another year or two so he could get the Fox deal done and then right out the door. But you didn't. You bring in, this whole thing has been nothing but a mess. This has been a complete mess. It's been a complete mess. So, well, I think I'm done ranting and raving for right now. I am Casantino, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao.